name is Wes Woolard. I'm second trumpet with the Chamber Orchestra, and I've been in the orchestra this time since 1998. I took a brief hiatus of 17 years after grad school when I auditioned and became a member, and then re-upped when I came back into town. I started playing the trumpet in the cornfields of Illinois when I was 9 or 10 years old, and came to Cincinnati for my master's and became a member during that time.
I'm Eveline Hoogstraten-Woolard, and I started playing the flute in the 5th grade in Port Chester, New York. Then we moved to Kansas, where I also did my bachelor's degree in flute, and I moved to Cincinnati for my master's degree. And Wes and I met when we were playing a gig together when we both already completed our degrees. So.
We were married in June of 1990.
Except it's July.
Of 1990.
Got the year right. Okay.
And actually, we met at a gig, but we didn't date.
Correct.
Until I was proctoring an audition with the Lexington Philharmonic, and Eveline was auditioning for a flute piccolo position, and I was the behind the screen guy, and Eveline won the position, but I was also the ride coordinator, so I arranged that she would ride in my car back and forth as we went to Lexington, and the rest is history.
Yeah, it's I think our lives as musicians, it helps to have someone who's also a musician, because they understand that you need to practice, they understand stresses, and they just understand your whole timetable and know you're not free to do this because you've got something coming up, and you both need to continually keep up your chops. And I think all of that really helps to have a musician spouse.
Yeah, to have someone who understands the complexities and the scheduling and the time restrictions that you have as a musician is very helpful. There have been times when I've been in the basement playing when I'll hear a stomp on the floor, or that's sharp or that's flat, but fortunately those are few and far between, and getting even fewer and more far betweener than they used to be, which may mean something.
Not that my hearing is going bad, just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if Eveline asked me for advice or critique, I will give it, but I completely trust her intuition and her abilities, where I generally don't need to say anything, which makes things run much smoother. If I weren't a musician, I think I'd be Rick Steves. Rick took my job. In between, during an extended period of time, I wasn't playing the trumpet, and I worked in a travel agency, and I did some fundraising tours for WGUC, and have always had a love for travel. I've lived abroad and love traveling, and I think that would be a terrific job.
I have the same love for travel, and also I've always been interested in marketing. That would be my other.
She has lots of ideas for other people's income, making making other people more income, and I'm just waiting for it to be her idea for us.
That's true. We have a son, Peter, and he was a percussionist. At one time we had a full drum set and a large marimba.
5-octave marimba.
Yeah, in our basement, and they are no longer there, and neither is he in our basement or any. He actually lives in Wyoming, Ohio, so we do see him, but no longer drumming, unfortunately.